disjunction is a two simple proposition connected using the word or. The use of or in this case is called the inclusive, unless otherwise meant or stated. A disjunction is considered inclusive by default at symbol P or Q. There are also cases that the statement will be only true when exactly one of the two components is true. Otherwise, it will be false. When this is the case, we shall refer to the as the exclusive or the exclusive disjunction, P or Q with an underscore B. Let's take in an example. Example 1, let Y O U be proposition. Proposition Y, I'm cleaning the bathroom. Proposition O, I'm cooking. Proposition U, I'm breaking down. Number 1, why are you inclusive? I'm cleaning the bathroom or I'm breaking down. 2, negation O, B or negation U inclusive, I'm cooking or I'm breaking down.
Number 1. Not P or Q. The truth table shows the following. When both P and Q are true, the expression is true because Q is true. When P is true and Q is false, the expression is false because neither part is true. When P is false and Q is true, the expression is true because Q is true. When both P and Q are false, the expression true because not P makes the expression true. Number 2. The truth table shows the following. When both P and Q are true, the expression is true because at least one part is true. When P is true and Q is false, the expression is true because P is true. When P is false and Q is true, the expression is true because Q is true. When both P and Q are false, the expression is false because neither part is true. Number 3. P or exclusive Q. The truth table shows the following. When both P and Q are true, the expression is false because both cannot be true at the same time for the exclusive condition. When P is true and Q is false, the expression is true because only P is true. When P is false and Q is true, the expression is true because only Q is true. When both P and Q are false, the expression is false because neither part is true.
Conditional. Two simple propositions connected using the words if, then, or implication. A proposition P and Q is the compound proposition. If P then Q symbolically, P if then Q, where if then is the symbol for if then. P is called hypothesis and Q is called conclusion. In this proposition, the hypothesis must satisfy the conclusion to be true.
Example number 1. Sentence. Let's use the Y and O, a new proposition. If I'm cleaning the bathroom, then I'm breaking down. Example number 2. Truth table. The given is P if then Q. The column P is T. The column Q is T. And then the column P if then Q is T. The next one is the column P is T. The column Q is F. And then the column P if then Q is F. Next is the column P is F. The column Q is T. The column P if then Q is T. The last one is the column P is F. The column Q is F. The column P if then Q is T.
Negation. The operation that reverses the true value of one statement. Example is that if the given statement is false, the negation is true. And when the statement is true, the negation is false. A proposition P is denoted by not P, where we use the symbol tilde read as not to represent negation. Example, P, television is on. If we use not P in the sentence, it will be not P, the television is not on.
Conjunction. A two simple proposition combined using the word and where two statement must be true. The conjunction is written by Q. If P and Q where the symbol and read as and. Remember that junction is true only when both statements were true. Example: the rainbow is colorful, sky is blue. When you combine is using conjunction, is it would be the rainbow is colorful and the sky is blue.
Proposition, a declarative sentence that is either true or false, but it can never be both. A true proposition has truth value of true, otherwise its truth value is false. Of 10 signs, a small letter is used to denote a proposition. Example of a proposition: true proposition, jogging is a great exercise. The sun is dark. False proposition, the earth is flat. 7 plus 8 equals 16. Also here are not proposition. Merry Christmas, Happy Halloween. Always remember that sentences have to be either true or false to be considered a proposition, and there is no end between.
Propositional variables. Propositional variables used to represent a proposition. Using propositional logic, notation, P, Q, and R are used to represent proposition. Simple propositions. a simple proposition that cannot be broken down into more than one proposition and conveys one thought. Otherwise, it is a compound proposition. Examples of simple propositions: dogs have 4 legs, fish have gills.
Biconditional. Biconditional is a type of logical statement that's true only when both parts of the statement have the same truth value. It's like saying, two things are completely linked, they happen together or they don't happen together. Means that if P is true, then Q is true. If Q is true, then P is true.
Example. Let's say it's raining and Q is the ground is wet. The biconditional statement would be, it's raining if and only the ground is wet. This statement is true because if it's raining, P is true, then the ground is wet, Q is true. The ground is wet, Q is true. Then if most be have rain, P is true. So the two things are completely linked. If the one is true, the other must be true. The one is false, the other must be false.